Baby mama house, good luck tryna find shit. I switch them Glocks out. Ay, ay. Watch niggas, they got cotton mouth. Nigga for the money, back door thirsty to sell you out. Ay, ay. Money low, bitch check it out. Got the room for 5 whole days, and I'm checking out. Nigga, ooh, alley-oop that thing a little.
What's good, y'all? It's your main man Daquan, and I'm back with another video for y'all. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about 5 builds I plan on making for 2K22. Now, these are not confirmed. These are just the ones I have on the top of my mind. So these can change at any second, but these are the ones that are in front of the race. You feel me? But let's get on to number 1. Now, for number 1, we have a guard about 6'3" to 6'7" with the blue and green pie chart. And in this list, we're gonna have about 2 guards and 3 big men, and it's not in order at all. Now, how I'd plan to use this build is kind of like a bigger offensive threat from 2K20, but bigger so I'd be able to catch more bodies, because you already know what we about, but also big enough to play the type of defense we want to play, but a good enough height to still shoot and dribble. You feel me? Like, I want my player to just be a demon on offense. I like to have my builds be all around, just so I can do a lot and not be one-dimensional when I'm playing the game. Like right here, blue-green, I still want to be able to dribble. If I have a pure something, I still want to be able to do other things, you feel me, unless it's for a specific reason, and you're gonna be seeing that one in a later one. But next one, big man, 6'7" to 7 foot. Now, this one at first glance looks kind of weird, but this is a very underrated pie chart right here. And as a big man, I wouldn't really use this big man to play in park, but more with a squad. It's more so to get them rebounds with that red, and then cook up or even dish it out with that Hall of Fame dimer. Just do what I gotta do with that playmaking. And 6'7" to 7 foot. Now, the reason I chose this range is because the lower at 6'7", I would be able to play more just faster passing lanes type of defense, just be on the court, all around the court. Where at 7 foot, I'm more of a in the paint, grab every single rebound, dish it out with that Hall of Fame dimer type build. I actually had this build last year. I had a couple videos with it too. I would go stupid. I was a 6'9" power forward. I maxed out my 3-pointer, my mid-range, so I could shoot with this build. So next year, they said they're gonna make it kind of like 20 with the dribbling. I don't know about the builds, but if they do, then this will be a very likely option for me. But for the next one, we got the guard, the red green, 6'1" to 6'5". Now, I don't plan on making this build to be like a P-lock, but more of the one type build, the take the ball up, because you already know I love having defense in my build. Having defense as well as shooting, and being small enough to be able to dribble and dunk a little bit, because them right whenever you put red in your build, it always gives you better dunking options and just abilities to dunk more. But this build would just be a demon on the court. Y'all see them P-locks that be running around and shit? Imagine one of those that could be able to dribble in the hands of a demon like me. No, I'm playing, but I haven't been in my true guard element since 2K19. I had a sharpshooting playmaker. I would go crazy with that build right there. 6'3", 206 weight. A lot of people think that's kind of big for a guard, but you'll be surprised how many animations you get with them layups and dunks and shit. So getting back into being a guard is definitely something I want to get back into. But for the next one, we got guard slash big, 6'8" to 7'3". This is basically the build I have this year, and I say guard slash big because this build is so good at 6'8", but at 7'3" is just as good. Maybe not just as good in some areas, such as the speed and your defensive capability, but coming to defending the paint and grabbing rebounds is just as good. As well as that blue in that build. Imagine a 7'3" red blue. How are you stopping that man on defense and offense, bro? You don't see too many 7'3" centers this year because of how much they are of a liability on defense this year, but I have great hope that they're gonna be back next year. Like, if you try to make a pure stretch 7'3", the highest their 3-pointer goes is in the 70s, bruh. The 70s. But back to about this build. The build I have It's not the one in the gameplay, but the 6'8 red blue. I've said in the past, I think this is the best build in the game that can't shoot. I have all the dribbling capabilities that you could get at a 6'8. Y'all know how I'll be doing, niggas. And the dunking capabilities, as well as the defense and rebounding capability, it's crazy how good my build is, bro. Like, I plan on making a video just on my build by the end of the year, bro. You might see it. Hopefully I get it out by then. But let's talk about the last one, which is kind of crazy, some of y'all might think. But if y'all been with me for a while, y'all subbed for a while since last year, which about 99% of y'all have not, then y'all know how fucking unstoppable this build is. And look at this AI in the fucking gameplay, bro. What is that? And y'all know how unstoppable it is with me, with my hands. Now, I have a 6'11 build, pure blue this year, but it does not compete with my other one from last year. The one I made this year, it was to get driving dunks and to be good in the post, which, trust me, it's good at both of those. But just making a build for strictly one thing goes a long way. Now, with this build, you have to play with the right people, or just no one at all, which is like the 1v1 court. But with this build, if you don't play with the right people, they're gonna get mad, because with this build, you need the ball in your hands to win games. Now, this build, in the terms of my ranking of the likeliness of me making it, I'd say it's in the top 3 or 2. I'm very well likely gonna make this build next year, and y'all are gonna see the wrath of this build. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section of my choices, and what y'all think I should make that would be good for me, or just what y'all would want to see. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section. If I were to add some honorable mentions, I'd probably say like a stretch, pure stretch, maybe a stretch playmaker. I had one this year, but it didn't quite meet my expectations. But yeah, but if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and